is we're gonna cover every single modification he's done to the car.
Whole set HY35.
It was a two-step.
And I challenge any of your other YouTube buddies to wear one.
Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and in case you're new to the channel, I own two FoxBodies. You can see them both right here, and for those that have been longtime viewers of the channel, actually I finally had the rear end in the SSP, if you can believe it or not. Also got some new wheels too, so in case you haven't seen that video for some reason, I'm gonna leave a link to it down in the description below because that has been a long saga. I did a full how-to build on to rebuild your rear end, and yeah, it took forever. But anyway, today what we are talking about is, actually don't really know. I don't know what today's video is about. You know more about it because I've already titled it and put the thumbnail. I know that we are heading over to Mr. Automotive's house, my friend Terry. And in case you don't know him, he's in the intro of all of my videos, but I'll go ahead and show you that real quick here. So yeah, that's Terry, and a great buddy of mine. He has an 84 SVO, I believe it's an 84, that is actually his son's car. It's not really his car, but Terry does a lot of the work on it. He and his son work together on it actually. And so we're gonna go ahead and head over there and check it out and see what Terry has going on. And out of that, somehow, I'm gonna come up with a video. But yeah, sometimes it goes like this, guys. You don't know exactly what you're gonna do, but you know you have to get something out. At least for me, I'm very motivated to upload 2 times a week, every Sunday and Wednesday, as my longtime subscribers know. So anyway, let's go ahead and head over to Mr. Automotive's house. No, I did not get pulled over. On the way to Terry's house, and there's some sort of power outage. So the cops are here directing traffic. Some sort of power outage, and everybody's panicking, of course. We don't know what to do, the power's out. It's just kind of funny how it gets when there's no power and people don't know what to do. Oh, is this guy gonna pull it? He's gonna merc. I will let him go. Go ahead, sir, go ahead. Pull on over, come on, there you go, there you go. All right guys, so I made it over here to Terry's house, Mr. Automotive, and the SVO is actually right here, but Terry's right there. He has a surprise for me. He's wearing his Gearhead 704 shirt for the first time ever, I believe. You wear that at work, right, all the time?
Every day.
Yeah, people just say, what a stylish shirt.
It's my favorite shirt.
If you believe Terry, drop a comment down below. Or if you don't believe him, either way, drop a comment. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been over here, and I want to come out and see what was going on with the SVO because you've been very busy working on it. Yeah, I've been telling everybody that's why we don't see you anymore, because you actually have another FoxBody to work on, and you have a life.
And I have a life.
Yeah.
It's actually really hard to keep this thing running.
Yeah.
I use it as a daily driver for my son.
Well, right, it's a daily. This SVO is a daily, which is, that's kind of like, that people don't do that anymore. No, they don't. So, well, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover every single modification he's done to the car because it's a lot. And actually, I forgot, how long have you, it's 84, right?
84.
How long have you had it?
Probably a year and a half now.
You recently got this lift for it.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool because I don't have a lift. Well, I use Matt's lift at Fox Resto, but I don't have my own lift. So it's surprising something this small would actually lift the car all the way up.
It will lift my truck. So.
Yeah. Did you try that yet?
In one of my videos, I have the truck, and it lifted perfectly.
Yeah, I did forget to mention that Terry is also, look, I stand on this, don't fall. He's also an automotive YouTuber, and he has his own channel. So if you're not checking him out already, check him out because you don't upload a lot, which is actually good. So if you don't like his video, don't worry, there's not a lot of them coming. unlike me, where I just pummel you with videos. But anyway, the sun's daily, and you got about a year and a half, and pretty much on the outside, does it look about the same? Or have you done, it was this color, this paint?
We've actually done nothing except for tint the headlights.
Okay.
That's a vinyl wrap on the corner.
Oh, is it really?
And so that's the only thing that we've done exterior-wise.
The real rear tail lights are actually still LX. They're LX, right? You don't have the SVO ones?
Nope.
That's right, you're looking for those.
This car has been like 3 different colors. I think it was originally black.
Okay.
Somewhere there's some red parts on it.
Oh, really?
Someone else must have done a restoration, and then there's overspray of purple.
Oh.
Like really funky purple.
I can't even tell. I mean, here it just looks black. I mean, you can tell when you get up close, you know, you can see it's not perfect, but it's not bad, really.
Yeah, I would love to repaint it, but
yeah, you
know, it looks good enough. It's a good 10-footer.
Especially since it's a daily driver. It's not like a show car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's got, we got the Pimpex engine management.
We've got a Pimpex, and that's probably one of the biggest improvements because you can tune or do whatever you want with it.
Okay, self-tuning, and you do that.
Self-tuning too, but
yeah,
it's better if you have someone who knows what they're doing actually.
Yeah. Like yourself?
No, not myself.
Okay, so exterior is pretty much stock. It does have sunroof. These are original SVO wheels. Any thoughts on changing the wheels at all?
All the time.
Okay.
There's some challenges with the wheels on the SVOs. For me to be able to pick a really good wheel, I have to change the suspension out to like SN95.
SN95 spindles and...
Yeah, the whole, yeah.
Okay.
And so to do that, it's like yet another project, and I just don't want to go there.
All right, so let's go ahead and look at the interior, see what's been done in here. Are these original seats?
All original seats.
Wow.
Not too bad a shape.
SVO seats, I didn't realize they had that much bolstering actually from the factory. That's pretty cool.
One of the nicer Mustang seats.
Yeah, for sure. Way nicer than my 88. And then, yeah, back seats all good. So what did you actually have to do? The seats came like this.
We did a little bit of paint work.
Okay.
And we're still going to do more paint work, but the center console, we painted all that.
Okay. Let's see if we get in here.
It's basically just a vinyl die.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Put
Yeah.
a shift boot in it, new shifter.
Now this looks a little blue here.
That's the gray paint.
Is it?
The
Okay.
lighting. So you got an LED light.
Yeah, the LED light. All right.
Shift knob, shifter, shift boot.
Yeah, this is not stock, right?
Right.
That's pretty cool look though. Obviously not a stock radio.
It's not a stock radio, and whoever put that in did a, I call it like a redneck job. And so
but it works, and he has a USB connection, so that's cool.
It kind of works.
Are these the SVO original gauges though?
They're not.
Okay.
Someone along the line put the white.
I actually think they look pretty good.
My son hates them. He wants to
Does
go
he?
back to original.
Oh, does he? Okay, well,
Nope.
I don't even know how to turn on the lights in this car.
Down here.
Oh.
The older cars you pull straight out.
Yeah, I should have known that. And I've got that noise. I just want to see if they lit up at all. Okay.
Only other additions are an AFR gauge, boost gauge.
Now I had a stock boost gauge too, right? Which is right here. But does that still work?
It did when I got it.
Okay.
When I put the new turbo on, I thought I hooked everything up, but it's not working.
Okay. So now you got this for boost, and this is air fuel ratio, AFR, sunroof.
You can see the headliner needs to be replaced.
Yeah, I was just looking at the light on here.
Recently, it's one of the things I put a video out on is the air control, the climate control.
Right, you had to adjust these. You got to be real careful when you move them, right?
They're all broken on the inside.
Okay.
And so I found someone online within 5 minutes of saying, "Hey, I got one."
Oh, okay.
PayPal me way too much money, and I'll ship it to you. And so.
So what about the taillights?
I could do the taillights, but I keep buying other stuff.
Yeah, that you actually need rather than taillights.
The other big problem I had was the emergency brake handle.
Oh yeah,
was busted.
you replaced it, right? A couple times?
A couple times, yeah. It took the third one before I found one that actually worked.
Because I know one night we were over here messing around with the e-brake cables. Because actually, I just changed the e-brakes in my my car, not the convertible. I did the SSP. I just put new e-brake cables in it, and actually, I have to call it a parking brake. Apparently, somebody commented, "Don't call it an e-brake." Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, I changed the cables. They weren't too bad to change in that car. They were. It was not nearly as hard as what we did that night with you. I remember just for an hour here of like yanking.
Yeah, just like pull harder.
Yeah. You had this about a year and a half. What did you actually pay to get the car at that time?
I think I paid too much, knowing what I know now about the SVO market.
I wouldn't know anything about paying too much for a FoxBody, just so you guys know.
So you may think I paid really not.
Yeah, because I don't know what I'm doing. No.
I think I paid $5,000.
Okay.
You know, and when I got it,
it's not terribly overpriced.
Not terribly overpriced,
but,
because as you see the car is what it looked like when I got it. So visually it wasn't bad.
Right.
Even though the paint's
and the interior was in really good shape. Yeah.
It's in good shape. Other than the center console, which I restored.
Yeah.
And then I know the other thing I did on the interior was flock the dash.
What does that even? I don't even know what that means.
Flock the dash.
You flocked the dash?
I flocked.
Right.
So those dash panels on SVO have this furry material, like velvet almost.
Okay.
And so they make a kit. There's a website called flockit.com.
Okay.
Right?
FLOCK.
Yeah. I think it's flockit.com.
Okay.
And so they sell this kit, and you can basically flock those plastic panels, and now it looks new.
Okay, so this is where the bulk of what I can see has changed from stock. I mean, this For starters, that's not a stock SVO turbo. I know that much.
It's not stock.
So what is it? A YY something you always spouted off? I have no idea what it is.
Let me give you the history right there.
Okay. All right. You paid $5,000 for the car.
Yep.
And the engine bay didn't look like this, so.
Basically, the whole thing was corroded. Everything was corroded. You couldn't even see the turbo because I had that stock intercooler that sits right on top of the engine.
Yeah.
And then it meshes up into this gas.
Oh yeah,
here.
that's where it goes right there.
And basically the turbo is mounted way low down there, and it pumps its air up through the intercooler right into the intake.
Okay.
So it's a really short distance. Everything is intercooler stock. And so when I got it, I really didn't see the turbo. I'm just like, hey, the turbo works, I'm good. I got home and find out it's an eBay, literally $50 turbo on eBay. I think
$50?
$50 to buy this turbo off.
So I imagine it's not very good.
It wasn't very good.
All right.
I found a whole set on eBay and bought a rebuild kit and rebuilt the turbo myself right here in the garage. Wow. It's not that hard to do. And then we bought a E6 manifold for the exhaust. And on these cars, the turbo coupes, I think, came with what's called the E6. And they're thicker, more heavier duty, and they flow way better.
Okay.
And so then I bought a flip kit, which allows me to mount the exhaust manifold upside down.
Okay, so that's why the turbo's up here, basically.
Now, if you can see that little metal bracket right there, in between the head and the manifold.
It looks great.
It makes it look good.
Right.
It brings the turbo up front and center.
Yeah.
Like real high. A lot of Ford Ranger guys do this.
Okay.
And so I love the look.
Yeah, it looks awesome. What kind of turbo is it actually? What's the name of it?
It's a whole set HY35.
That's what I heard. Okay, I thought it was HY35. It's basically a truck turbo. Is that?
Yeah, it's like a Cummins turbo diesel truck.
Yeah.
Like a Dodge truck or something.
Yeah.
They put them on all of those, and some of these four-cylinder guys use the whole sets, either an HX35 or an HY.
How much? What's the max boost?
The boost controller is set at 20 pounds.
Okay.
And we've ran it as high as 23, 24 at the drag strip. But just to stay safe, I lock it at 20.
Okay.
But online, guys say that whole set will run 30 plus.
30 plus, yeah.
Yeah. But
and he mentioned the drag strip, so there is a video of that. We got a video of you driving the drag strip, and so if you haven't seen that, check that out. I'll throw one of those cards. But that was a fun night, the drag strip. And you also didn't you replace so this as well, or did you just clean it up?
No, so
is that the intake manifold?
This is the intake manifold.
Yeah.
This is stock. All I did was paint it.
Okay.
And I have a new one. So
okay, yeah. So this is actually another intake manifold you bought.
Right, and it's all hogged out.
Yeah.
So that
ported,
one there, it's all ported out and wide open. And same for the lower intake, it's all ported out.
Nice.
So
it still says Ford. So is it just a stock intake that's been ported, basically?
Yeah, and then they cut them right here at the base, and they rotate this 120 degrees and then re-weld it to the flange.
Okay.
And what that'll let me do is this will mount this way instead of going across.
All right.
I'll mount this way, and my intercooler piping will come down that direction. Intercooler piping, blow-off valve, and then there's a 3-inch intercooler from Stinger.
Oh, I see that now. Yeah, yeah. It's huge, big intercooler. And the engine bay is very clean because you've basically done a wire tuck on this.
I got a few wires I still got to clean up here, but
and this is like my favorite part of it. I mean, it looks so nice.
It's a little, I don't know, it's a little...
You're always going to critique your stuff.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't do that, but my son absolutely loved it.
I love it too. I think, Seth, if you're watching this, good choice, because I think it's awesome.
The other thing is we trunk mounted the battery.
Yeah, no battery, right? So the battery's in the trunk, no battery up front, which is awesome. I don't know if you guys can see that way back here. They got good lighting, yeah. You got a nice case for it too.
One terrible thing about this car, why I think I paid too much, is the entire frame rail was rotted out, including the strut tower.
I forgot about that.
So the head and the block are stock.
Okay.
I changed the alternator, went the 3G route.
Yep.
I think there's 74-pound injectors on the fuel.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have to have bigger fuel. What about fuel pump?
Put a 255 liter per hour fuel pump in the tank.
That's and that it just had the one in the tank only?
Just the one in the tank.
Okay, that's exactly what I've got in my convertible. Yeah, 255. And 74-pound injectors?
74 pounds.
That's not stock on SVO.
That's not stock.
Okay.
They come with, I think it came with 30.
Okay, so bigger than the 19 for the V8s, but
right.
Yeah, 74.
Yeah.
That's a big injector. How's this gas mileage? It's still 4 cylinders.
Not too bad.
As long as he doesn't get into the boost too much.
He's getting 18 to 20 around that.
Okay.
He drives here to school and to cookout. Like, that's about all he
Yeah. There's the cookout is very much where he goes. In fact, the last video I did over here, we had to end by going to cookout. So who knows? Maybe we'll end up a cookout tonight. But
so the whole thing gets controlled by the Pimp X. And then we did 3-inch exhaust. So there's a 3-inch downpipe, 3-inch straight out the back.
Okay.
There is a muffler, but it's just a.
There's no cats, right?
No cats.
Yeah, you don't have emissions you have to deal with a car that's old.
I was very strategic with it because in North Carolina, 35 years and older, there's no safety inspection whatsoever.
Right. Well, it's going to be 2020 soon, so now Terry can buy an 85.
And that is my favorite year.
Yeah, 85 T-top carbureted.
85 T-top, yes.
Yes.
I will have one.
I know. And we're going to show it right here on the channel, and then his video will be out a couple months later.
If someone has one for sale and is watching that wants an old Chevy pickup truck, call me.
Okay. How old is the Chevy pickup truck, though? You say old?
2005.
So old, 2005.
Crew cab,
okay.
So I had to put I think it was like a 90-some 5-liter power steering pump.
Oh.
I did an SN95 power steering rack. So all the steering rack, all that.
You changed the rack, wow.
Yeah. So
Terry's going to show us how this Harbor Freight lift works, since you got
why not,
here.
Right?
So it's hooked up to the air compressor? Or?
It's just a pump.
Oh, it's a pump.
So this plugs into the wall, runs off 220, and basically you hold the button down. It has a safety lock, so as it's going up, you're locking in place. So you pull the grip, which pulls that out.
Oh yeah, okay, I see that.
This engages, and now you got to use the other hand to press down on this. So if a kid were to walk in and just try to drop your lift
They
on you,
can't.
they can't because they'd have to two-hand it. The bad part is when I lift it like this,
Takes forever to go back down.
because there's no weight on it. And having the part
Just higher up there,
I'm
right?
just standing there at normal height, working on the doors. It saves your back.
Yeah, I saw that when you were changing out the lock pin, was it? What were you doing on the door actuator? Yeah, the actuators. So. Yep. See, I watch his videos.
I watch your videos.
Most of the time.
I may skip through them.
Yeah, they're kind of long like this one. I'm helping Terry get his lift down right now. It's not really working. I should have ate more at Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Whoa. So one of the things Terry also added to this car since the last time I was here was a 2-step. So we're gonna see if we can get the 2-step to work here in a minute. So that's the 2-step. He's still working on tuning it. It isn't quite where you want it, but it had a nice pop to it, Terry.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
All right. Oh, you got a little, what do you got over here? A little
That's my
whiteboard.
project plan.
Okay.
And that's just starter.
Yeah. You've put a lot of time into this car.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you've gotten it, you know, it's come a long way, really. I mean,
It's presentable.
yeah.
It's not a show car, but I don't like building show cars.
Yeah.
I like building cars I can drive.
You actually drive. Yeah. I like to have a car that would drive, but I've got 2 that are broken right now. So anyway.
I got a shorty antenna.
Yeah. Where did you get this shorty antenna from? That's awesome, man.
I think it's this guy named Gearhead.
Yeah.
704.
No, I don't know if he'd do something like that. You know what I did hear about him though? He had 99 antennas and he just needed 1.
And he sent them all back.
Yeah, what a goofball.
And then he bought a second one to put on the
just for you, Seth. Not for your dad. He put this on, didn't he?
Yeah, he did it himself.
Yeah.
Seth can actually wrench.
Actually, that's the other thing too. Yeah, he's been helping you with the majority of this project, right?
Yeah, he put the turbo in. He helped me with the rebuild. Absolutely loves this car.
Yeah.
He drives it everywhere. They call him Batman at school. None of the kids
This kind of looks like, yeah, I could see that.
the kids his age, 16, they've never seen a
Yeah,
car.
what is this car?
Right.
This is the Batmobile.
And the only last thing I'd like to say
Yeah.
is I'm actually wearing a Gearhead 704 shirt.
Yeah.
And I challenge any of your other YouTube buddies to wear one in any of your videos.
All right, so that is every modification. No, not really, but most of the modifications. If I went through every one, Terry, we'd be here all night because you put so much into this car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but your son appreciates it and he wrenches with you, and that's like the coolest part of it. So I'm trying to also get my daughter into it more, and she has helped out a little bit. So that's cool. It's cool when you can share with your kids. I love that. Yeah. If you guys are not already checking out Mr. Automotif, I will have all of his information down in the description below. And like I said, he just put up great videos, just not very frequently, but they are very much how-to, especially on the FoxBody, all the stuff you've done.
Yeah, definitely how-to stuff.
Yeah. So if you want to know everything he literally has done to the car, you'll probably find more examples on his channel. But anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Thanks to Terry for wearing the shirt. And we'll see you next time on Gearhead 704.